happy Tuesday. We are back. I know y'all missed us. I know y'all miss in black. Oh my God. So I hate to tell everyone this, but it has to be said. This will be the season finale tonight. The panel and I have discussed it, and we will all miss you. We will all miss each other. We enjoy doing this show. It's not only therapy for you, but it's also therapy for us. So I hope you enjoy this season finale, and we'll be returning in January. So stay tuned. Look out for the flyers. It's going to be good. So I'm going to bring on my panel. What's up, panel?
What's up?
Yeah,
Hey,
what up, peoples?
hey, what's up out there?
Yes. How are y'all feeling about this being the season finale?
I'm shocked because I
Yeah,
lost track of the date, and it just seemed like 2 or 3 weeks ago we talked about this. So I wasn't ready, but I'm ready because we made this decision together.
yeah.
Yeah. I am going to miss y'all. I'm going to be crying every Tuesday because I'm not going to get the laughs. I'm not going to get all the love.
Oh no, we gonna harass you.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about
Right,
it. I'm going to harass you.
right, exactly. Know where you live.
So,
I know where you
Absolutely.
live.
it will be an excellent opportunity to have an in black meetup and have someone record us.
Yes, yes,
Oh, oh
yes,
my
yes.
God.
I'm down.
Oh no. Off
I'm
the
so down
camera.
with it.
Yes.
I'm so down
Imagine
with it.
what we'll say off camera because we say a lot on camera.
You camera. Ah,
Yep.
Uh, uh,
Yep.
All right. So, hi, y'all. For the people that's
hey,
watching for the first time, my name is Peirrce. I am the founder and the president of I Am Me Inc. This is in black, and our wonderful panel that you see that's on a, you know what? When you is on the opposite side.
yeah.
So wait a minute. This is my right, there on my left. And we're gonna have a great show. Tonight's topic is everything after the plus, discussing other identities. I couldn't get the plus sign inside this. I had to put like a T, but it's really a plus sign. So, as usual, everything shared here are the thoughts and views of our panel, not necessarily of IME Inc. So, panel, do y'all think this is going to be a hard topic or an easygoing topic?
We talking
I
about
don't.
you.
Don't make it easy.
I honestly don't know because some of this is uncharted territory. So I'm kind of coming in with my eyes open as opposed to my mouth wagging. So
Okay.
it's more of a learning
Oh,
experience.
yeah, we are
Same here.
all experts. We are experts on our community, right? We are experts and we okay with it. All right.
We
So,
Okay.
so before I begin asking the questions, right? I got some clips because I figured that will help us tonight because not all of us are well versed on most of the things after the plus. We always just get to the plus and then we stop and move on with our life. So let me get to the very first slide.
My name is Ariana and I identify as asexual.
I'm Emmanuel. I identify as biromantic asexual.
My name is Catherine, and I identify as asexual.
My name is Mark, and I identify as an asexual man.
My name is Zoe, and I identify as asexual and aromantic. Asexuality is the lack of attraction when it comes to someone on a sexual level.
I don't ever have any desire to participate in any sexual activity.
A biromantic is an attraction to both genders, but not sexually.
Being really free to explore romanticism.
I can have romantic attraction for people, but I don't want to have sex with them.
What do you think about asexuality?
Okay, I don't.
It's after the plus, a part of our community.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's
But
Interesting.
they,
interesting, right?
Yeah. It was for me. It was the
no sex.
yeah. There you go, Donna. Yeah. Yeah. Took the words right out my mouth. I'm attracted to you, but not sexually. That's almost like calling somebody a butterface. Like, like you cute. We can get it, baby, but that face ain't it. Like, like,
Yeah, they better don't wake up and give somebody a banana, right?
like, yeah, that's like, you cute, but you don't turn me on. Like that. That number one. That would make me be like, yo, I don't even want to deal with you right now. Like, I don't, like, I have lost all interest in you, like at all. Like, because I'm like, I mean, we can kick it, but I'm like, how far are we gonna go? That at the end of the day, you telling me I'm your dude, but I'm not getting none. Bull, 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 bull. You are the reason people get cheated on.
Right. So what do they
Um,
do? Play with themselves or what?
but see, here's the thing.
They probably tell
I,
their toy the same thing
I
though.
tried to get to know somebody that was asexual,
Did
but
you?
I didn't know what their classification was.
Oh,
And it just felt like rejection. Like, even after they broke it down, it just is no way that, and I'm not, shining any negative type of light on being asexual. But it's
Right.
just when a person tells you that there's no way not to feel like some kind of rejected.
yeah.
It ain't even about I ain't gonna get none. It's just like you don't find me attractive. Like you don't find me attractive at all. Like nothing. Like nothing. Like damn. So
Right. That could be
it,
a little.
it's
I don't
everybody.
know.
I mean, some people just aren't sexual people, and that's a reality. But that's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, and it's not that I think that I'm all that. It's just, damn, you just don't. I mean, when I hold you, it just don't do nothing. Like you don't even want me to rub it or squeeze it. Just
Right.
no.
So
Just talk and smile and
I'm
enjoy
confused.
each other. And
I
It's,
guess it's more about companionship than sexual, or I don't.
what on that when you say it like that, then I can understand. I just
Yeah.
expect to be like that with somebody when I'm in my 60s or 70s, not when I'm still.
Hey, I'm 60 and I
I,
still
but
right.
for I mean, you're the new 60. You the new 60. When our
Yeah.
grandparents were 60, they weren't looking like you down there. They wasn't on their way to Florida and catching colds and stuff.
false. My
You
granddad was
know.
80 on his way to different states, and he was still getting his. Yep, my granddad
Um,
and his sister. My great aunt.
well, anyway, those are things that I expect. That's the type of relationship I expect once we done lived life and did our best life and lived our best life and you know saw all we could see and did all we could do. Then I would expect that. But like out of young virile people, it's their right, but it's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
All
didn't know
right.
that. I didn't know that about asexual. So I'm glad I learned that one.
I
Oh,
didn't.
Isn't that what
That's
Wayne
it.
Brady says he is?
yes.
Who?
Wayne Brady.
No, 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 no. He's something
Oh,
different. We'll get to Wade Brady.
Arcus 4, he said he was asexual.
He's
Okay,
asexual, all right. Asexual.
roll the next footage.
All right. So let's get to the real first question of the night. So after watching this, and I got several clips, well, two more clips for the night. What is the plus? Why is the plus important in the LGBTQ plus acronym? Why is it important after seeing that just one video? I'm gonna go with Tim. Why is it important?
Thank you. You went straight to me at the right time. Look, it's the plus is very important because the plus seems to be the things that were added on after everybody separated away from the rainbow. So it seems like the plus are the different subcategories, if that's not disrespectful, that everything has broken down into, because it's how many flags is it now? We
Mm,
used to have Old Faithful. We just had the rainbow flag, and now it's broken
we have
down
so
to
many.
over 20 flags. I do know that it's over 20 flags. So yeah,
Thank you, Tim. All right, Donna. Why is it important?
For us to recognize that it was LGBTQ first, and then they came with the plus. I guess to add on more of well, I'm glad they did add more to it. I mean, we all identify as, like as you say, asexual, pansexual, blase blase. So it give everybody their own identity, to not just say, "Oh, I'm gay," or "I'm a it's more to that. As far as you see, there's like the asexual, so they don't. I guess I don't know if they identify as they don't identify as a lesbian or gay. They identify as asexual. So I think the plus was put there for them to identify themselves as far as what they are. That's what I get as far as like with the plus and more. Yeah, it's a lot of us. A lot of them. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's what I think the plus is for them to have their own identity.
All right. Thank you, Donna. All right, Dre.
I just want to say I just feel like because if we put from A to Z down, it's going to be too long on the flyer, and
Yeah.
so we the plus lets us shorten, it lets us minimize how many things we really gotten out of this alphabet. Because number one, I don't understand how y'all didn't found a way to come up with all the names we do have from the alphabet. Now we got asexual, bisexual, we got could try anything, damn if I didn't do it, everybody's favorite, funky but faithful, gay. so so we running through, but I think it also allows us to it allows groups to me it also allows groups to identify themselves individually on a business end. When you look at like the maps that are trying to now become a part of the LGBTQ, they're going to be a part of that. They want to try to be a part of that plus edition. Ain't no telling between this year and next year how many Catholic groups are going to surface with Trump in office. So that's another part that's going to try to add yourself to the plus of things. They might not identify as a map. They might identify as a prayer warriors group. Those who kneel. So these are the things I think where we got to look at now is that it's a good thing, but I feel like it could be a determination thing where it's like, oh, wait a minute, you just trying to squeeze your way in somehow and not really say this is me, here I is, and it's going to turn into an issue. But that plus is to me is just so that people can be included. And I do feel like it was added governmentally because they got tired of trying to identify people. All these people coming for money, they just throw them under the plus.
Thank you, Dre. Oh my God. I agree with all of y'all. I think it's important that everyone should be recognized. Yeah, the plus shortens it. I can't imagine making a flyer with
Mm.
intersex, queer, pansexual, asexual, non-binary, and the all host of people that would be there. So the plus is important. It's saying that you are still a part of the community and we love you. All right. So off to the next video panel. I'm going to unmute everyone. So we're going to go off to the next video. We're going to take a look at what pansexuality is. Do y'all know what it is? Let's go.
Oh yeah, I know.
I am pansexual.
Technically, I would say that I am pansexual.
And I'm a pansexual demi-romantic illusionist.
Pansexuality. We're seeing this identity more and more in film and TV.
But what does pansexuality mean?
Pansexuality, as opposed to other forms of monosexuality or bisexuality, really is saying that people can have sexual attractions or sexual and romantic attractions to people regardless of gender identity.
I like the wine and not the label.
It's not about you being a woman or a man, it's about your spirit.
Then my girl.
That was it?
That was my girl right there.
That was it. That's short and simple. So pansexuality panel, what y'all think about it? Let's roll with Tim. What you think about pansexuality?
Peirrce, you're pansexual?
Yes.
I can't stand it. It's terrible. It's just the worst thing. And they need to get rid of it. And the people that's doing that stuff, they need to get rid of them too. It's like no, baby. I don't see anything that isn't just as valid as everybody else's position in the LGBTQIA. You know, it's I don't really disagree with people having different identities and preferences and how they want to identify or how they feel. You know, if you're trans or if you're non-binary or if you identify as a meat popsicle, it's all whatever is comfortable for you. You deserve that. You have the right. You deserve to be that person. You deserve that. I mean, I don't see anything worse. I don't see anything about being pansexual that's different than being a gay man or being a trans woman. We all have a space and we all have a right. That's what I'm trying to get to. We all have a space and we all have a right. And I knew the maps was going to pop up in this show. I knew they was coming. I knew the map was coming. But go ahead. That's my answer.
Andre.
I mean, we were discussing all the letters. We gotta, the M gotta stand for something, it couldn't stand for monkey lovers, so it gotta stand for something. I'm still confused on pansexuality.
They didn't give you a lot of information.
It didn't give you a lot of information, right? And so I mean, like, to me, this would be just considered a freak. I'm just a freak. I can't help myself. Like, you like the Uncle Luke's of the LGBTQ IA. Y'all get it in. Y'all just freaks. Y'all nasty. I don't care if you were doing it in the butt. You could do it in the vagina. We could do it in the mouth. You could do it in my nose, my ear. Like, I'm still confused. I'm learning some things tonight. I'm confused. I just want y'all to know. Excuse my hair, by the way. But I'm confused on this one. Because this one is like swinging for the fences. This is the one that's standing outside the club nude and like, I is here. Like, that would be the one. That would be the one that you like everything. So y'all like the 50 Shades of Grey type folks. In this LGBTQIA, okay. So whips and chains excite you.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it. I mean, do what you do. Do what you do. If you like it, I love it. Let's film it. But listen, so y'all the ones though. Okay. Oh, Peirrce, I'm learning something about you, Pete. Yeah. Oh, I see why Smack popped the ring. Yes, sir. That's my answer.
Now I know, because like I said, Janelle Monáe, I follow her, so I know she's a pansexual, and I know that, like they said, they don't see gender. They just see how a person treats them and how they're attracted or how they fall in love with a person. They don't see if it's a man or a woman. It's about just how they are treated and how they are attracted to that person. It's like an undercover. I won't say undercover bisexuality because bisexual people like men and women, but they don't see gender. So they just see a person. So I don't understand that, because you have to see gender, because if you're having sex with a man, is you're having sex with a man. If you're having sex with a woman, it's two different ways, two types of intimacy. So yeah, but I know about pansexual. They don't see that person as a gender. They just see the person that loves them and they connect with. That's how I figure.
Tim, thank you, Donna.
Okay, now that Donna added more than pansexual, 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 I'm pansexual. Now that I've heard more than that, now I get like a gist. It's bisexual without not acknowledging or having a constraint of gender. That's what it
In some
is.
sense. I mean, that's just my take on it. I just think they're more so they don't see gender. They just see the person and how the person treats them and how the person is towards them. They don't see a man or a woman. They just see that person.
Oh, thank you, Donna. But I was
Yeah.
asking Peirrce.
Oh, I took over the show. Sorry.
It's okay, baby. You gave a lovely answer. You did, but I was asking Peirrce because
Oh, my man.
this is her forte.
Sorry, Peirrce. I'm taking your job.
Well, as a pansexual person, we believe in
Uh-huh.
hearts and not parts.
Right.
And the difference between a bisexual and a pansexual is bisexual people normally stay within the binary. Pansexual people go outside of the binary, meaning we love trans people, we love gay people if they want us, we love
Oh, so yeah, you're all free.
lesbians, we love anyone that we are attracted to mentally, physically.
Wait.
Oh yeah, we going in.
That's that
So
freak
that
part I
means
was talking about. That's that
so
freak part I was talking about.
so
Yeah, that's a freak.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of pansexual.
That is not a freak. Yeah, but I've been figured you
I'm
was
a
a
pansexual, but
pansexual.
I don't like the other. I don't like
Oh,
the
wait
other.
a minute,
I
Tim,
don't.
you crossing over?
Y'all be on that Rick James stuff.
No. I mean, like listening to this definition, I'm kind of pansexual.
You've been
Yeah, right.
pansexual. When you went over to the trans community, you was pansexual.
Ain't that a bit? I had to get on a show to find out. I want my
So you're
fucking
with
money
the
back.
plus.
So I
You're
mean,
with the
damn,
plus.
I gotta read up on it. But it sounds like out of all the groups, that sounds most like the one that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ding ding ding
Because
ding
I'm
ding.
attracted to people's personalities, and
Yeah.
then
Hard.
the outside comes second. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like some people will look at me sometimes with the people that I date, and they don't understand it, and it's because I see that person is such a beautiful person. No, they're not in the gym every week, but that person's personality and their energy makes me feel so accepted and good that okay, I mean that's who I like. And if it's not who you like, then fuck you, because that's who I
But
like.
mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm so glad that I showed up for this show. Bitch.
Well, welcome to the family, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, hey, damn it,
You the plus. You're the plus now.
I'm the plus. And when I'm with you, Peirrce, I guess I'm the plus one. Well, damn.
All right. So now that we done discussed pansexuality, and I've already told you what it was, and I am pansexual myself, and I love being that because it gives me more opportunities to meet people. I'm not stuck in a certain framework, and I love it. So I get to enjoy whoever I want to enjoy. You know.
No, I'm just a lesbian.
All right. So the question, do you think after hearing about asexuality, pansexuality, do you think the LGBT overlook everyone after the T when we talk about Black queer experiences? Why or why not? I'm gonna go with Dre, the expert.
I knew you were coming to me first on this one. I felt it in my spirit. My spirit just jumped when you said that. I don't think we overlook people, and I'm gonna tell you why, especially when it comes to Black queer, because you Black people won't let nobody take the spotlight off of y'all. Y'all Black folk, when y'all be feeling like y'all are being looked over, you will snatch the whole damn lighting system and put it. You will have the spotlight, the pan light, zoom light, the flashlight. You will have the multicolored lights. Y'all ain't gonna let nobody overlook y'all. That's why Zeus is so popular, because you got a bunch of
But yeah,
ridiculous
that's true. Yeah.
that have snatched the light and say, "I look at me, damn it." So I know y'all know, baby. I think the plus is a good thing because it keeps people mysterious about people, and y'all Black folk like being mysterious. Y'all don't like nobody knowing your stuff because you know you always been told, "Well, go on in your house, stay in your house, and you don't need nobody be in your house." So that plus lets you stay in your house without people being in your business. But just when they think they overlooked you, you'll find a way to snatch. That's why the state don't like Peach now, because she done found a way to snatch all this social media from everybody, and she done snatch it on about 4 different circuits. She done overdid Facebook, they got pissed off with her. She done overdid IG, they got pissed off with her. Now she taking over YouTube. All right, CW, we coming to y'all next.
Oh, Tim.
I'm sorry, young lady. Could you repeat the question?
Do you think the LGBT overlook everyone after the plus when we talk about Black queer experiences? Why or why not?
I think it depends on which generation you ask. But speaking from Generation X, a majority of the time that we've been free, gay, and happy, it's always been the L, the G, the B, and the T. The plus and the QIA and all them other girls, they just got here. You know, they knew they young. So um, everything past the T is new experiences. It's new lanes. Even though these lanes existed prior to them being a name being put on them, it's predominantly been the L, G, the B, and the T, and the rainbow. So yes, I mean the new gets overlooked because a majority of the time that we've had this letter system to identify what we are, it's always been just the L, the G, the B, and the T. Do I think that those 5 letters are the only ones that are important? Absolutely not. Do, do I think that those 5 letters are the only ones that are valid? Absolutely not. It's just all the additives are new, and people have to get time to adjust to it and get used to it and accept it. I mean, we're grown. I mean, grown. Some of us are like in our late 40s, in our 50s, and the new way just it takes some adjusting. You know, you used to be able to navigate through the gay lifestyle and be gay, and it was okay. Now you have to tiptoe through the gay lifestyle because even as a fellow gay, you will get attacked just like a hetero if you say the wrong word. Like, do you have to tiptoe through the gay environment now? We just sashayed and had fun. You know, we saying now is very. You don't want to touch none. You don't want to touch nothing. You don't want to break nothing. It's like being at grandma's house. You can't touch nothing. You can't break nothing. You just sit on that motherfucking couch with that fucking plastic cover on it and sweat and stick to that motherfucker all goddamn day. But you can't do nothing. That's what the lifestyle is now. So it's a difference, and people are having to learn to be gay again now, because you're going to offend somebody if you don't educate yourself before you go out to the club. You're going to offend somebody, and you're going to be a horrible gay because you didn't know. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. All right, Donna.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, we are in the, I don't care, queer community. We are. I identify as lesbian, but at the end of the day, they gonna say I'm queer or I'm whatever. So I figure like with the plus, it like when I was coming out, we didn't have all that pansexual, asexual, none of that. So I feel that everybody has a right to identify themselves. So if it had to be with the after the T and the plus or QI, whatever, it's because everybody identify the way they want to in their lives. And pansexual, I never heard of that till like I said, until I knew Janelle Monáe when she used to say what she was. I didn't know about that. So, but everybody have their own identity, just like how I'm a lesbian. So pansexual, that's their identity in the queer community. So I mean, I think if they have to have plus, it's plus because it's plus means more. So that's what I get when when you add plus, it means more. So having the plus, I don't see it as a problem as far as coming after the LGBT Q letters. It's a plus. So it's more of us that identify as what we are. So I'm okay with it. I never had a problem with it. I mean, we're all in we should just call it queer community and leave it at that, but that's my opinion.
Thank you, Donna. All right. So let's talk about what my opinion is. Tim proved the point that everybody after the plus is overlooked because Tim didn't even realize he was one of the pluses. And it's overlooked because you don't know what it is. If you don't have a clue what this plus is, what's beyond it, it's because it's not advertised. No one's talking about it. You don't see it on television. So therefore it's overlooked. And when it comes to being Black, everything about us is overlooked. So it's doubly overlooked when it comes to being Black and queer. So I believe everything after the plus is overlooked. We do focus on LGBT because we're comfortable and it's there in our face. But if you had the wording to say I'm pansexual because you heard it on TV or you learned this somewhere, then you can readily identify with it, like Tim did tonight. Tim, you wanted to say something?
No pants.
I'm just glad that I showed up for the show because damn, I ain't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why we shouldn't hate things that we don't understand. That's exactly why we shouldn't hate things that we don't understand.
Yeah, do our research.
Yep. All right. So are y'all ready to go off and journey past the T one more time? Let's go. Let's journey past this T.
Now I'm nervous.
Whole variety of experiences that people have that cause them to question, like, hey, maybe I don't actually fit into the definition of, man or woman, and that there's something else.
Hi, I'm Danny and I identify as non-binary.
I'm Lindsay and I identify as non-binary.
My name is Feng. I identify as non-gendered person.
I'm Francois. I identify as genderqueer.
My name is James and I identify as non-binary.
Non-binary is someone whose gender doesn't fall within the context of the binary that we set up in society.
I am not male, I'm not female, I'm somewhere floating around in there.
Non-binary means acknowledging a wider range of experience.
For me, it means that I'm not identified with any specific gender, like male, female, or other things.
is part of a larger kind of goal of questioning these assumptions about gender and questioning why there only need to be two.
It gives me the freedom to express myself. If I wake up one day and I want to spike my hair and do punk rock makeup, I can do it.
Every couple of decades, some designer decides that men's shorts are, suddenly 5 inches shorter or 5 inches longer. In the 70s, if you look at what men were wearing, they were like Rockettes, like shorts were up to here, and now it's like get it, down to the knee. Non-binary is freedom from that whole game. It's like I don't care what the men's department at Marshall's suddenly has decided that like men need to wear. I'm gonna go for what makes me feel more authentic.
Okay, what do y'all think about being non-binary? Everybody faces like
Because we had to struggle through that film. I heard every other word. But I got it.
I don't even know how to answer these questions with that one.
All right, Dre, what you think?
First of all, did he say Marshalls? Like that's your go-to for fashion? I'm appalled. Right there.
He doesn't identify with labels. He doesn't identify with labels.
He didn't identify with any damn thing.
He can go to
first of all, he put fashion designer and Marshalls in the same sentence. He should have been his ass should have been smacked right there. Like popped him right in his damn mouth. That's the first step. First of all, Marshalls is what does not get sold, boo. Okay. So I don't understand why these folks just don't say I am free to be me. Like I don't identify. I don't consider like myself any damn thing. I consider myself Dre. You know what I mean? I don't like to be called apostle 24/7 because I'm not that deep. I despise being called pastor 24/7 because I don't. My saints know. I don't like just call me Dre. I don't even use my doctoral degree because it's a label. Dre. I date who I want. I sleep with who I want. Usually it's who I'm dating. Let me throw that out there. I ain't no hoe. I go where I want to go. I travel where I want to travel. I live how I want to live. I do what the hell I do. I am Dre, and I am unapologetically Dre. I love being Dre. They ain't nobody in the world like Dre. That's probably why it's hard for me to get members. But it's because it's just me. I'm me. And the same way I am here, the same way I am everywhere. Whether I'm at work, whether I'm on the job, whether I'm in the church, whether I'm preaching a funeral, whether I don't care. And so, like for me, non-binary, okay, it equals freedom to y'all. I get it. Y'all can be who y'all want to be, and you don't have to be categorized, classified, and or identified. That's cool. That's a real smooth thing. Maybe I'm non-binary, Peach. Maybe Damn, Tim, we didn't fucked up all around our life. Here we are thinking we just us. But it's just I'm one of those people. Like I believe the thing I liked about them is they were just like to them. Being who they are and being able to express who they are in whatever artistic way that they choose to express themselves makes them feel free. But the way I was raised, my granddaddy used to tell me, you be who you are, and if they don't like it, you can tell them kiss your ass. My godmama would say, tell them kiss your tropical. But, we went by kiss. My granddad would tell me in a heartbeat, tell them kiss your ass. They don't like it, tell them kiss your ass. I don't care who it is, teachers included. Hey, smack. So I feel like that's where I'm at with it. It's interesting. It's interesting, but yeah, do you booze? I mean, y'all happy. Y'all like it. I love it. Do you? That one person can like scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna hold you. That one you had up there with that island voice. If I wanted to wear my hair in a spike way and puts on gothic makeup. She reminded me of Strage from
Pronoun is they, not
they.
she.
Oh, they reminded me of Strage from Boomerang. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, you're not gay. You just don't like pussy. That's
Yeah.
what that reminded me of. That's my answer.
Donna.
No, I was just reading this too, but sound like they do, like Dre said, they got their freedom, but they sound a little rebellious too to me. I see that it says that they identify with a gender that is different from the sex assigned to them at birth, but I didn't hear anybody say that. I don't remember them saying that in the clip, but I mean, hey, freedom. Hey, we all want freedom. So, but I'm confused. I'm just confused by all the different pluses. But yeah, I'm learning something today. That's all I can say. I'm learning. I'm learning tonight.
Thank you, Donna. Come on, Tim.
Damn it, Donna.
I'm learning tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Damn it, Donna. Chris, could you repeat the question? Give me that question one more time.
What you think about the non-binary clip you just saw?
Well, I'm trying to think. I mean, as I was watching that clip, there's an old categorization that some of the older girls used to call themselves, and it was hydrogenous. And it seemed to be very similar to what this is. Like they didn't conform to a sex and they didn't conform to an identity. I have friends that are actually non-binary. Friends friends that I've known for over 20 years that are non-binary. And if you don't know someone that's this way, it's confusing just listening to it. But if you actually know someone who's this way, I'll describe it in layman's terms as somebody who just you don't see them, they don't have any characteristics or mannerisms or anything that attaches them to the things that are on their birth certificate. And it's not like they're trying to be this way. That's just who they are. Like I have a friend that was born male, but everything about him there's nothing fucking masculine about him. He even looks like somebody's auntie. He hasn't did any hormone therapy or any of that stuff. And that's just naturally who he is. And you just accept that that's who he is. He just gives you the feel of a woman that has been in the world for a long time and has seen a lot of things. But he's only 40 something years old. But his mannerisms, the clothes he wears, the stuff he does in wintertime, the stuff he eats, soup, hot chocolate, crackers, sardines, like it's like a auntie. But he was completely born a boy. I understand non-binary. I'm not non-binary though. I'm not non-binary, but I understand it.
Tim, you can't be all the pluses, okay?
I just said that I was not non-binary, Donna. Don't start nothing else. You already had me falling out and put the camera on. You're such a troublemaker, young lady. Such a troublemaker. That's my answer, Peirrce.
Smack, did you get a chance to see the video or do we need to replay it?
What? No, I didn't see a video. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Okay,
sound
yeah,
good.
I didn't get to see see a video. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll replay it so you can give your
Get ready, Vonda.
Whole variety of experiences that people have that cause them to question, like, hey, maybe I don't actually fit into the definition of, man or woman, and that there's something else.
Hi, I'm Danny, and I identify as non-binary.
I'm Lindsay, and I identify as non-binary.
My name is Feng. I identify as non-gendered person.
I'm Francois. I identify as genderqueer.
My name is James, and I identify as non-binary.
Non-binary is someone whose gender doesn't fall within the context of the binary that we set up in society.
I am not male, I'm not female, I'm somewhere floating around in there.
Non-binary means acknowledging a wider range of experience.
For me, it means that I'm not identified with any specific gender, like male, female, or other things.
It's part of a larger kind of goal of questioning these assumptions about gender and questioning why there only need to be two.
It gives me the freedom to express myself. If I wake up one day and I want to spike my hair and do punk rock makeup, I can do it.
Every couple of decades, some designer decides that men's shorts are, suddenly 5 inches shorter or 5 inches longer. In the 70s, if you look at what men were wearing, they were like Rockettes, like shorts were up to here, and now it's like get it, down to the knee. Non-binary is freedom from that whole game. It's like, I don't care what the men's department at Marshall's suddenly has decided that like men need to wear. I'm gonna go for what makes me feel more authentic.
What's the question?
what do you think about the video about a person being non-binary?
See, this is all these labels and stuff, man. I mean, however they feel, I respect it. If you're non-binary, you don't feel like you're you don't feel like you're a man or a woman. And as I sit here and think about it, maybe I was non-binary at one time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not that way now, I identify as a woman. But I mean, the way he explained it with the shorts, though, that was kind of different. That's hard to. And then when you, not trying to judge anyone, but I thought he was non-binary. So he identifies as non-binary, but what is he, attracted to? Males? I mean, another person like him. So it could have been the one that liked this punk rock hair. That's feminine.
Yeah, they was dressed as a woman, but I think it was a man. Right? I'm confused. I'm setting up.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. So I don't know if I can really answer it because, like, when it comes down to a relationship, like, what are you attracted to? Another binary person? I mean, you just wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm a man," and so then you go find another man. And the day that you feel like you're a woman, you go find that you're a woman. Or if you feel like you're neither, you go find someone who's neither. Like, are these people that? You know what? I'm going to stop there because I'm not educated, and I would love to speak with the non-binary person to try to understand. I don't want to sit here.
I'm learning. We learning.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much further. I'm just, I would have a lot of questions. Do we have any non-binary people on our panel that I can ask questions later?
Ask Tim.
Oh, Tim, I know you were non-binary.
I'm only messing with Tim.
Oh,
yeah. You know what? Non-binary is just an identity like a trans person. So I could be non-binary, but whatever my sexual desire is something different outside of this. The same way, I'm a trans woman, but I might be a trans lesbian, or I might be a trans gay, or I might be a trans pansexual. So that's what non-binary is. It's not has nothing to do with whom you want to lay with. It's your personal identity. Is it still confusing?
Mm.
Tim,
I would like to know who they would love to lay with or marry or be in a relationship with.
Yeah, like I'm you know, I'm from the old school, so yeah, it's
unmute
still
yourself,
confusing.
Tim.
It's still confusing.
1 second. Tim is muted.
Yeah, can't hear him.
Unmute yourself.
I kept muting myself because they had me laughing. You know, and I didn't want to be, you know, disrespectful to people who was talking. But it's just like us. Like they have preferences, and I mean, most of them prefer people who are the same way. Like they're not masculine or feminine, and they prefer somebody who's not confined by the norms that we're obviously bound to. So you can see two feminine ones. Well, back in the day, we used to call it bumping pocketbooks. You'll see two feminine ones together, and they will be absolutely in love with each other. They'll both have pocketbooks. They'll both have on feminine things. Or my friend was like a auntie around the house, but when he went out in public, went to the clubs, he dressed like he had platform shoes and spikes and studs, and you know, it's different, but they find somebody that's they're kind of different, and that's who they go with. It's the same thing we do. Our people just in our eyes aren't different. They're norm because that's what we like, and their views and their desires are different. So they look for things that are they're kind of different. Their taste,
Oh, so
their speed.
they're the plus then, Tim, right? They're the plus
Yep.
of the LGBTQ plus.
Yes.
They're part of the plus.
Okay.
Definitely part of the plus.
Yeah, they are a part of the plus, but like I said, they are similar to it's who they are. It's not what their sexuality is. So I could be
Right.
non-binary, but I can be a gay non-binary person. I could be an asexual non-binary person. I can be a pansexual. Who I am has nothing to do with my sexuality.
So let me ask you a question. So it's just hmm.
I'm just not a man or a woman. I don't identify with or
So it's
agree
a
to any of those social
it's
norms.
so
I'm
it's a
just
feeling.
me. Yeah, I'm just me dating other
Right.
people. I'm me, but I want to date women.
I get that. I'm not. It's a feeling. Then it's what you feel. Identity means how you feel, right?
Yes, it's who I am, the great I am.
Right. But it's still a feeling, right?
No, it's who you are.
Who you are. Okay. Thank you for educating me. I wonder if I was ever non-binary. Hmm. They just didn't come up with a word for it back then. Because some days, you know, I felt a certain way, but I know who I am today. I'm a woman, lesbian woman.
All right. So let's go into our question. Look, non-binary got everybody all messed up.
Yeah.
The video played better the second time, though. I understood what was going on.
Where you find these videos, yo?
On the internet. All right. So the question.
Vonda, if you had seen the video for pansexual, you would have hollered. It was 5 sentences. But go ahead, Peirrce.
Thank God I knew about that.
And then Peirrce said, "Well, do y'all understand?"
I already knew
Five
about that.
sentences, Vonda.
And Tim found out he was a pansexual tonight.
And did. And did. And didn't even know it. And didn't even know
And
it.
I know the facilitator, the educator was Queen Peirrce.
And those 5 sentences.
All right. So the next question. Why do you think discussions often center around LGBT identities, but less on the pluses like intersex, asexual, pansexual, and queer identities? Why are the discussions centered around those four? I'm gonna go with Donna first.
You know why? Because it is so hard to understand all of them. That's why. Because with the LGBT is, you know what we are, lesbian, bisexual. You already know. But with them, it's so much. It's so much complex, so much more, so in depth, so much like this and that. Like with the LGBT, it's just it is what it is. But with the plus, I got a headache. It's just a lot, a lot. It goes into depth. It's stuff that even if you in the community is like you still don't understand. You don't get it. You don't, you try to understand because they're all part of your community, but it's just so much. And it's like with the non-binary, it's a lot. And yeah, it was just easier with just, the letters, and then the plus came in, it just got a little more complex, a little bit more in depth, a little bit more. You had to research, do a lot of thinking, and yeah, it's just a lot. So that's what I'm saying. It's really way in depth than just saying I'm a lesbian. They go into a whole story and their whole lifestyle. But okay, next.
Trey.
Damn. Donna. Ooh, we gotta be on the same meds, Donna. I'm with Donna. If I'm gay, I can describe that in a sentence. Um, that plus come with a lot of paragraphs. It come with a whole backstory. I was born liking this, and then my mama told me that I was never like the rest of the crew because I was like the tomboy, and I didn't really want to just be doing this. So I jumped over here, and I didn't. It come with too much. It come with too much. And it's hard to understand. Based off of these videos, it's hard as hell to understand. Next time, can we just get some guest panels to come on and say this is why I am who I am, so we can kind of understand these plus identities, Peach? Because listen, these YouTube videos you done snatched, I'm not liking these. Like these is like class project videos that they were showing like health class, and then say you hope you can get an A+ after you hear this. This is draining the hell out of me tonight. I ain't gonna lie. This why I didn't. I told you was gonna do this for the night. You was like, oh, it's gonna be a fun show. You lying. Every time you start a segment with it's gonna be a fun show tonight, it's always some deep stuff, Peirrce. I did not pass science class for this reason right here. This is how I failed science because Vimeo is not my friend. Yeah, this has been a headache show tonight. Next time tell us to drink before we come on the show like this. Like help us out, Peirrce. Like you got Tim finding out after all these years that he's a pansexual. I'm like R. Kelly. I'm just trapped in a damn closet tonight. I don't know what's going on. Like I am confused tonight. I am confused. Tim, take over. I quit.
Trey too.
Yeah. Y'all gonna stop doing this to me. Peirrce, what was the question again?
Why do you think discussions often center around LGBT identities, but less on the other pluses like intersex, asexual, pansexual, and other queer identities?
I gave this answer already, so I'm gonna give it again. I think it's just that the first five letters have been around for so many decades that that's what people are familiar with, and a lot of people aren't familiar with the plus, the additives beyond the T, and it's like I didn't even know. Like, I mean, where do you go to find? I mean, the information is not discussed. It's not made available. If you don't seek it, you won't know. And I just, before this show, I really just, I respected those were new additions to who we are. But at my age, I didn't think I would be a part of any of the new additions. Had I not been on this show, I wouldn't have really realized that there's more of a group of people that I fit into. Like, because it kind of brings everything home for me. Damn. It's just you want to find certain things out a certain type of way, and I just found out on a live broadcast something I didn't know about myself or didn't realize about myself. It's a good thing, but at the same time, at my age, it's just like, damn. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. All right, Vonda.
Man. Ooh. So the reason it is, I think, back in the day when people were fighting for our rights, they were just fighting for the LGB and the T. You know what I'm saying? And a lot went into it, and a lot of community education, a lot of education that went into it. The movement grew. So when the plus came along, I just like, okay, there go the plus. You know what I mean? But I really didn't want to dive into it and really understand it because I'm the L. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the reason we don't know as much, and Tim, don't feel bad because I didn't start learning about all of the different identities that the Q, the plus, and those letters until like it hasn't even been 5 years for me that I'm just learning, but I stopped trying to research it until I'm, brought into it. Like I'm gonna be honest, I still don't get the non-binary thing, but and I think that has a lot to do with how we were brought into this community, the education behind it. But when the non-binary part came about, and I don't know when that was, I often ask, like, what all is in the plus? You always wonder, but you never went to go find out because I already knew what I was, which was the L. But I guess I should educate myself a little more on what the plus is. But, that's why I think it's that way because of all the work that went into it for the L, the G, and the B and the T. And it started off with the L and the G, and then it all started off with the T, to be honest, but it was more movements with the L and the G. But I don't know. I think it's, the fight and how long we fought to be accepted. You didn't have the P coming with it until they was like, what about us, And then that's when we added the plus on. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but I always look at things from an advocacy world. And when you really advocate for something, people are educated about it. So intersex, asexual, pansexual, queer identities. I think it needs to be more education. And that's my answer.
Thank you, Vonda. All right.
But why
So
don't you got non-binary out there? Is that the intersex, asexual, pansexual, queer identities?
it's
Those are the
just a summary.
non-binary?
Everything after the plus. All right. So in my thoughts, again, the discussions is surrounded by those 4 letters because no one has no idea that the other identities exist. And I know from different shows, and I just got to ask Tim, you used to say, I don't really identify with anything specific. But then tonight, to hear something that actually that you identify with, doesn't it make you feel better to know that oh yeah, I'm really fully a part of this community?
It does, but at the same time, to find out when I'm 50 years old is kind of, I'm a little ashamed because I spent so many years around the Colors Organization and Mazzoni Center and, you know, all the different organizations in the city. And I was part of some of the programs, you know what I'm saying? And I've done the education as far as like the diseases and like the different identities and gender identities and so forth and so on. So, you know, in my 20s and 30s, I was out there and I knew all of that information readily. But as I got older and I, you know, separated from the community, naturally I wasn't around those organ, like in the last 15 years, I I I know a lot more than the average, but in all the things that have developed in the last 15 to 20 years, I'm realizing that I'm learning just like anybody else. Like in the last 15 years, 20 years, everything has transformed so much. And where it was a broad, like a wide street, but a broad street where we all coincided, now everybody is in their own lane. And it's so much learning to do to understand what we are now. Whereas to when we were growing up, what we were and the things that we weren't supposed to do, we held elders in the society that would teach us the ins and the outs and the do's and the don'ts and the wills and the won'ts. But all this stuff is new. They don't have no OGs because all of this stuff just popped up like new houses. So they kind of learning as they go along, just like us that are from the outside looking in. You know, it's not as much information because it's not a lot of lived experiences. It's 15, 20 years. So I think they're just as relevant as everybody else. I think the LDB, the G, and the T were all thriving majority during times where first we couldn't get any funding, and then they were so embarrassed about how they were treated us, they overwhelmed us with funding and they overwhelmed us with education, and they would pass us grants to educate our community. Now we're under a different administration and they're taking those resources back. So these new groups don't have the resources and they're not being put out there for people to learn about them, like the L, the G, the B, and the T, because we were introduced to a lot of resources that have been taken back. They've been taken back in the last decade, and within Trump's last two terms, that's a majority of the periods where most of these things were taken back from the community, and they're continuing to be taken back from the community. So that education is not readily available for the children, the young kids that are out there now, like it was for us when we were their age. That's my answer. I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does. So I'm gonna throw in a monkey wrench with this one, right? Y'all listening? On this panel, we have two gender non-conforming people on here. Do y'all know which two people are gender non-conforming on here? Have y'all ever heard of gender non-conforming?
Yeah, it's when you refuse to fit into the social norms of what a gender is supposed to be.
But I bet these two people don't even probably realize that they're gender non-conforming. Dre, who's the two gender non-conforming people?
I'm going with the two talking right now.
All right. Donna, who's the two gender non-conforming people on the panel?
You and Tim.
Vonda, who's the two gender non-conforming people on the panel?
Me and Donna.
What?
Tim, who's the two gender non-conforming people on the panel?
Smacking Donna.
What?
The two gender
No. Smack,
non-conforming people is smacking
smacking
Donna.
Peirrce.
No, smacking Donna. They're gender
Because
non-conforming.
both of them tell you, I'm not a this, I'm a smack. I'm not a this, I'm Donna. They let you
No,
right now. They let you know right from the gate that they don't conform to any. I'm a smack.
because they do things outside of their gender. They rebel against societal norms for their gender based off
Yeah.
their clothing. So y'all are gender non-conforming. But you
Okay.
probably be in the room and hear it and be looking around like, well, who's these two people? Like you just did. It's Tim
I
and
learned that 5 years ago. I was gender non-conforming, and I was also something else. But that's what I learned, that gender
Okay.
non-conforming.
I learned. Okay.
What was the something else?
Internalized homophobia.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we're
But
gonna
that's a real.
go.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. A lot of people. A lot of people that are in the closet. That's internalized homophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a part of the plus?
Anybody can have internalized
Yeah, I didn't
homophobia in
even
the
know I was
community.
internalized homophobia. I started educating myself because I ain't want that title.
Right.
All right, y'all ready to go to the next slide?
Yes.
Oh yes, absolutely. Let's see this.
All right, this
Oh,
is
it's
not a
more.
video.
It's not.
It's
This
more.
is not a video, right? Take a look at these group of people. They're all a part of the community. So my question to you guys, and I'm gonna put each person up on the panel. When you meet someone who identifies as LGBTQ plus, do you ever consider that they might identify with a lesser known label or identity? When you meet these people, do you automatically assume they're LGBT? Now you met somebody in this picture or anybody in general. I'm gonna go with Tim first. Do you assume that people are automatically LGBTQ or they might be plus?
I I don't think about it. I just the word that I use is family, and that includes all of the above. So I just be concerned about whether or not whether you're family. You know, it doesn't matter to me if you're trans or you're non-binary or you're purple or you're green or you're orange. You know, just that we're family. I don't really think about that ever. I don't.
Okay. Donna, when you in around the family, do you automatically assume somebody's either L, G, B, or T?
Well, can I tell you a story? It's like I was in Walmart one day and I seen this burly woman with beard mustache, and I thought she was family, but her man came up to her. Okay, that's my story.
Okay, thank you, Donna Dre.
Listen, listen. We was in Walmart, And I swear, I had the same experience. Like, now I don't like you. I'm learning that now. I just had that same experience. I mean, this chick goatee was better than mine. So I was like, damn. And I mean, she had a rack. She had like a Shaka Khan rack, but she had her goatee was smooth. I was like, man, yo, say, look at this chick goatee. I don't assume, and I've learned, especially with like Zay and I have this look we give each other when we meet people that we can tell are part of the community. Um, and it's one of those looks just be like, okay, we know they part of the community, but we don't assume what they are, because nowadays, like, ever since Tevin Campbell came out as trisexual, we all have had issues with identification issues. And then you see the whole, Smith family situation. All of them just identify across the whole rainbow. Will, Jada, Willow, and the son. They all just all across the spectrum. And so nowadays, I don't. I blame R. Kelly for this though, and Diddy, um, because between the closet and the baby oil, we are all messed up now. But I don't try to pinpoint where they are. I wait for them to tell me, or I ask for clarity. Like, okay, so where part of the community do you reside in? Like, what street do you roll down? So I know where I'm at. But yeah, I was in that same situation that Donna was in. I mean, the chick, listen, if she had got that face waxed, she would have been a dime. But that face dropped her to like a three piece, because that beard and mustache connection, I'm telling you, like, she made me upset because it looked like she got her hair done. And then she told the stylist, line me up, baby. Like, it was just like, it was there, but she was with her dude. And I was like, yo, if he like it, I love it. But ooh, that's scary to me. I ain't gonna hold you. That scared the hell out of me. Like, I would not wake up to that every morning and you start giving me a kid. She had a Wheezy Jefferson voice too, but it was like, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, I don't assume.
Thank you, Dre. Smack.
I'm gonna be honest, when I meet people, I don't think about the plus, but I will try to do better at that. Um, when I look at this picture, I go through the first five. If I were told to take a letter and match them up to people, and the gentleman on the right behind the lady in the green, I would say he was like an ally. Um, but to be honest, like, yeah. And I've had situations, like with John, Donna, and Dre Express. But I learned that because it made me, I seen it when I was much younger. Some women have that extra facial hair, and they tighten it up like a man. I'm just like, why not, narrow it off? But I guess that's how maybe they're part of the plus, because they're a little different. I don't know. Um, and I don't want to, offend anyone, but there is a situation out there where women get that extra hair, um, in places that women shouldn't. But that should all teach us something, that man decided who was a man and who was a girl. Um, Man decided that, society decided that, based upon what's between our legs. So I just want to say that, and I just look at the first five. I'm gonna be honest. Thank you. It's my answer.
Thank you, Smack. Oh man, so y'all are funny. And y'all almost got my wig tore back. You see me trying to pull it down because I'm laughing so hard. But you know what? When like I always tell y'all, I just introduce myself and let people introduce themselves to me, because we'll sit there and look foolish thinking because a man is dressed the way society wants, that he's not gay or he's something else. I just don't even try to figure it out. Hello, my name is Peirrce. How are you? Oh, my name is Steven. Okay, Steven. And then I'll wait to, let Steven tell me a little bit more about who he or she is, or they. You just can't judge. And based off that picture, all those people are supposed to be LGBTQ. There's not one ally in there. Um, so we just gonna break it down because we got so many questions. So I'm gonna just ask two more or whatever. I have no more slides because I know I done burnt y'all brains out with all of these different identities. So why might it be harder for some Black LGBTQ individuals with lesser known identities to find representation or community? Why would it be so much harder for them? And I'm going to add on to it. How does it affect the way that they see themselves? Because they can't find this representation. I'm going to roll with Tim. Unmute yourself, Tim.
Oh, I was going to town too. I was talking my ass off. Um, uh, damn, I lost my thought. What was the question again?
Why might it be harder for some Black LGBTQ plus individuals with lesser known identities to find representation or community, and how does it affect the way they see themselves?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, a little harder simply because they're Black, because less is intentionally made available for us per the system. Also, like to piggyback off of my previous answer, it's less available out here for them than it was for us. They're just coming about in a time where a lot of the things that were granted to our community are being snatched back. How would it make someone feel? I think it would make them feel very irrelevant. It would make them feel very unimportant. It definitely would make them feel like they didn't have a place or a place of their own in the community. I mean, who wouldn't feel that way? If everybody had pamphlets and boxes and books of information on what's going on about them, and you can't even find a brochure, yeah, you're gonna feel a certain type of way, possibly discouraged. It's definitely not gonna make you feel like you're seen and heard at all. Like, that's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. All right, Dre.
They belong to something. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know you identify as a part of a community, but don't know exactly where you fit in the community. Especially in the Black community, you know what I mean? You got your business owners, you got your artists, you have your dancers, you have your educators, you have your round the way people. And so when we look at this spectrum that makes up the LGBTQ plus, um, you know, I'm okay. It's like I'm okay with being a plus, but what exactly do I fit in? What am I adding to this community that's going to help me grow? That's going to add to me. I'm adding to something that may not even be adding to me right now because I'm still confused. I'm still trying to find who I am, and especially if you look at the younger individuals that I can identify with this question. I searched all over, and I still, I can't find nothing whatsoever. But I know I don't fit in with my straight population, my heterosexuals. I don't fit in with my bisexuals. I don't fit in with my transsexual. So, but I know I don't. I know I like what I like. So, what part of this do I really fit in with? And I think we got to do better, especially organizations like ours. We got to do better with helping them identify, because when you feel like you're not a part of something, that leads to depression, that leads to trauma, and so it's up to us to get them on the right path. Good question, Peirrce.
All right, Donna. Thank you, Dre.
Well, as far as what I feel with those clips, they seem like they loud and proud. I see that they really know where they fit in, and they don't care if you don't um understand them. Most of them seem like they really was are proud to be who they were, and they explained it, you know, to the best of their abilities for people to understand what they're about. But I really feel that the plus, they more, when it comes to them, I think they're more loud and proud, opposed to like the other five letters, the lesbian and the gays. And I think the plus are more advanced and more proud and loud, and they don't care what you think about them. They really don't care.
Thank you, Donna. Come on, Smack.
I mean, I really think, it's harder for some black LGBT individuals. I think it's harder because just think of it. If you got these bigger, and this is, it all has to do with, like Tim said, the money coming in that was funneled in into the community so that we could educate the community about us and do different things. But some of them bigger orgs didn't flow into the black LGBTQ orgs so that we could communicate who we are to people. And so that's why I think it's lesser known identities. And then to go to what Donna said, that video, I don't know how many times it's been viewed, but it really, they're very proud, yes, but it really, I like how they wrote down what their identity is about. That is something that could stick in someone's mind. So their creativity of creating that video is all great, but now we need to get it out there to the masses so that people are educated, so that they don't put you into the L, the G, the B, the T, or the Q when you're actually the plus. There's got to be some money put behind it, more marketing. That's just how I feel. And that's my answer.
Thank you, Smack. All right. So I agree with what Tim said, Smack, especially Dre. Yeah, so representation is hard to find because, like you said, the funding, no money is being put behind the leaders of, these other plus identities. Um, Now, as far as the how does it affect the way they see themselves, and you know what, I think maybe you can understand this, Tim. When you can't conform to heterosexuality, you don't fit in the greater community. And so then you come into this alt community and you have this LGBT and these letters just there. If you don't fully identify, you have to shrink who you are into one of those boxes, and you never get to explore the other parts and pieces of yourself. And then sometimes some people start to think that is maybe something wrong with them, because now you don't fit here, you don't fit in that box with the LGBT. But then what am I? Where do I belong? Am I different? What am I doing? But then once you get beyond the plus and you find yourself, it's like, okay, I'm home here. This is my tribe. These people understand me. I have a space. And I do think there should be more monies funneled down to represent these pluses so we can reach all these other people. Um, I'm gonna bring Tim up. I see you raising your hand.
Yeah. I mean, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was getting ready to say something important, piggybacking off of what you said. But while I was waiting and listening to you, I forgot. Old people shit.
Yeah, but essentially it's, being a plus myself, it's like you're forced to feel like how the heterosexual community does LGBT people. The plus feel like LGBT force us to conform to you.
That's what it was. That's what it was. It was it was how cruel that people in the LGBT. It was about what I was trying to say before I forgot was it's about how cruel that people in the LGBT community can be when they don't understand things. Sometimes the LGBT community treats other LGBT people the same way the heteros treated them because they don't understand the different sexual orientations, because they don't understand the different identities. A lot of gays are really mean to people who fit into those other categories, not knowing what those categories even mean. That's what I wanted to add. It's not just the outside that doesn't understand. It's people right in our community that don't understand, and they are evil as fuck to things that they don't understand. They don't take the time to educate themselves. They're just mean as fuck to people because they don't understand. And I'm a living example of this. People are so fucking confused by me because when they look at me, they feel like I should be this. But they don't take the time outside of their selfish ass fucking mind to realize I have every fucking right to be me and do the things I do, just like you have every fucking right to be you and do the things you do without being ridiculed or looked down upon or frowned upon or you know like the people will even close doors on you just because they don't understand where you fit into the LGBTQ spectrum. I get the same type of misconstrued hatred as some trans people because people don't understand who I am and what I do. They don't take the time to find out I'm a cool person. They don't take the time to find out, I'm a good dude. They don't understand the stuff they do. They see this masculine guy, then they see me on stage as a girl, and they think it's something fucking wrong with me. And it's not. My gauge is different than your gauge. You should be able to understand that because you're at every motherfucking protest and every motherfucking rally and every fucking parade talking about we all deserve respect. We all deserve to be able to live as who we are. So just because my way of living this life is different than yours, that doesn't mean that you have the right to disrespect me because you're ignorant, because you don't understand, because you don't have the capability to determine someone who's an entertainer as opposed to someone who's a lifestyle choice. So yeah, I can imagine that those people catch a lot of shit. Now I'm realizing I'm part of those people and I understand the shit that they catch for being who they are.
Thank you, Tim. This was a great show. So we have I think Pan Gray 818. I'm not sure if you're female, male, but Pan Gray wants to know what would the money do? Well, when we speak about funding, we're talking about putting money behind these identities so we could bring more awareness, like marketing pamphlets, speaking spaces for people beyond the plus, advocacy things that you could do with money.
Community education.
Yes, education, anything education wise, or anything that brings awareness. Pen Gray says, my daughter told us she is pan, and I had correct myself because I was picking at her just playfully, saying, girl, you either gay or straight. She was very offended, so I'm learning to be more aware. Anybody want to address her or have anything to say towards her? Oh, she said champagne. Pain is short for champagne. Okay. Anybody want to say anything to Pain or no?
I would say I'm glad that she took the time to correct herself. Um, there are many parents out there who won't correct herself. One of the people I mentor has a parent that is just over the fact that his child that was born a male and named directly after him now identifies as a female. Um, and it has caused a not just a rift in their relationship, but her mental is all over the place. So I would say congratulations that for number one correcting yourself, but then for number two learning. You took time to get educated, and that's what our community don't do. We don't take time to get educated. So bravo to you.
Tim, okay.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with Dre. Like, I come from a household where we didn't discuss anything. You did what my mother said, and that was it. So I know how much it would have meant to me to have someone that I could relate, someone that I could talk to that actually understood and didn't bash me for going against norms. Like I think just having that support is just, it means everything, especially when you lost and you're trying to figure out who you are and you trying to understand who you are. That support means everything. So when it's as personal as somebody as a parent, the fact that you're willing to even take the time to learn and work with your child and struggle with your child, because it's going to be a hard process. There are going to be certain things that you just don't understand about what your child is going through, but educating yourself will help you a hell of a lot more than if you were just standing there trying to figure it out on your own. So, like, major props to you for just being willing to be a black parent, because it's really hard to find parents that support their kids and try to help their kids through the process. Most black parents throw their kids to the wolves because they're embarrassed. This is something that was not supposed to come out of the house. Now it's out. Everybody knows about it. They're ashamed. And that child has to struggle through all of that stuff by themselves. In addition to losing in addition to losing those parents. So I mean, I just have the utmost respect for you. Just be patient, learn as much as you can, and understand that your child is learning right alongside of you. A lot of the things that your child is experiences and going through is it's a first for them, just like it's a first for you.
Thank you, Tim. So our there goes Smack.
How you doing? My name is Smack. I want to say thank you, and I salute you, Champagne. And I would advise if you would like to get more information or become a part of a community, I would tell you to reach out to either info at imecorp.org. Join one of the groups that is on the website, so that you can have support and going through with your daughter and learn how to become an ally for her and other pansexuals. But that the information is scrolling at the bottom for you to contact IME IME Inc. IMEcorp.org is who you need to contact. They have a lot of resources on there, and also join one of the communities so that we can help you on your way with your daughter. And I salute you. We need more of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Champagne. I'll put the information inside the chat. I'll do that now. So I have one last question for the night. It's an easy one, Dre. It's easy. It's easy. Okay. So the last question for the night. After reflecting on all these questions, do you think saying there are too many letters within the LGBTQ plus acronym could be considered insensitive? I'm rolling with Dre. Let's roll, Dre.
Oh, peach, peach, peach. No, I think there's not enough letters. We're taking the entire alphabet over. Damn it, get over it. We are freaking fabulous at doing what we do. I think the problem is there are so many closed-minded people who never thought that someone can take A to Z and add a sexuality for each and every letter. And so, once again, we have to learn to. I come from an alphabet church. My home church has 1,000 letters after the name of the church, literally, because we're the first African American church in the nation. And so we have 1,000 letters attached to our. They call us the ABC Church in Wilmington. But I believe that the more letters you can get to classify somebody, the more you can affirm who they are. I don't care who it is. If we did a challenge, we're on season, we're about to be on a season break. To our viewers, take a challenge that for the next until we return, take a letter once a week and identify that letter to yourself. Not just sexuality, just yourself. Affirm yourself. It'll help grow your vocabulary. It'll help grow your self-esteem. It'll help you identify who you are as a person. It'll help build your character. It will help determine where you're going. It'll help determine where you are, and it'll help determine what's next in your life. I promise you. Let these letters identify not just their sexuality, but this helps young people, especially, and I'm all about young people, with getting them to a point of being comfortable with who they are, to help them get to where they're going, because there are too many young people who are taking themselves out because they're confused about their life. And so we have to learn who we are. It ain't good to be 75 to, oh yeah, that's who I am. Nah, baby, let's get this done now. And so I believe it's insensitive to think that the plus can't represent every other letter of the alphabet. But it's also insensitive to think that the very person that you keep trying to downplay is the person that's helping this country grow. That's my answer.
Thank you, Dre. All right, Tim.
I didn't answer already. What was the question again, love?
After reflecting on all these questions, do you think saying there are too many letters in the LGBTQ plus acronym could be considered insensitive?
Yes and no. Yes, if you're not gay or you don't identify with any of the letters. But no, if you have to put a flyer with other information. That's seriously my answer.
Thank you, Tim. Smack.
I just got I'm gonna just say no. I don't have no explanation. But people identify as different things. You know, you got some who I just learned about who identify as animals. So I'm gonna say no. We don't.
Please don't give Peach
Wait,
no other suggestions tonight.
wait,
Man.
wait a
All right,
minute.
Tim.
Wait,
No, leave
wait a
it
minute.
there, because it'll be a whole
Wait,
nother show, Tim.
which identity? Wait, we didn't cover this particular letter. Which letter thinks they're animals?
That's for next season.
That would be
Well,
a
damn.
that would be plus.
I'm Googling it.
There's a furry
They're actually pretty
community.
cool. They're pretty cool people, man. For real.
It's a furry
What?
community.
The furry
Yeah,
community?
yep.
Is that what we consider to be a bear?
No.
I'm gonna take a mental break next week. Y'all not
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this one because
Y'all not
Let me
fitting
tell
to mess
y'all.
me up. Y'all not fitting to mess me up with people walking around looking like
Hold
I'm
on.
Big Bird. No.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like they are cool as hell. Probably some of the coolest people I ever met. And I'm being
really.
for real. Yes. And I wish there were
So,
more resources. Cause see, y'all don't know about it. I wish there was more money to really put them out there. They cool as heck, man, for real.
so do they live as animals or they live as people and conform to animals when they get home? How
We're
does it
gonna
work?
bring it. We're gonna bring it back next season. It's an identity thing, not how I
Mm,
live thing. It's their identity.
And we'll talk
mm.
about should they be a part of our community, people that identify as animals.
Mm.
Donna, I'm freaking you on.
No, no.
You know what's crazy, Donna? You sat right with them at the holiday party and probably didn't even know it.
Animals that like what? What you mean that what? They look human to me. What? Who was that? Smack. Who was that?
They just cool people, man. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
They identify
We.
just like we ain't know about the non-binary. I work with a couple non-binary people.
I
You know what
heard
I'm
of them,
saying?
but I
But
didn't
you
know
would
what it
never
meant.
know. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there are some people who identify as animals. But I think that's a great, segue for next season. But in the meantime, gotta do your
Well,
homework.
I'm a tiger because I love tigers.
Yeah, I'm a Leo. I'm lying.
Oh God! But me, I don't think it's sensitive. I don't even know. Is there more letters? Because is it more to what we learned tonight?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh
Yep.
God. Okay. I just think us with the not the pluses. I think we need to educate ourselves and be a little bit more sensitive to the plus community. Uh, I didn't know that many. I didn't know that many. I didn't know. I'm gonna do my research because I didn't know that. But with Smack talking about the ones that think they're animals, yeah, I'm that one. I'm gonna have to look up too. I don't know. It's just too much going on in this. I think I'm going back to being heterosexual. No, it's like, but no, it's just a lot. But I just think when it comes to the plus, I think we and just the whole community, we just need to help each other and stop being hating on each other and like making fun of each other. I just think we need to just just come together and just be one because we all we got because the other side they don't like us, most of them don't like us, so we need to stop being like that towards each other. But I didn't know that many more, but okay, I'm gonna do my research.
Thank you, Donna.
Never heard that. Wow.
All right. So with me answering, I do think it's considered insensitive when I hear people say there are too many letters on this acronym. It's very insensitive because you are erasing several identities just because you refuse to expand your mind. You're erasing people. You're shrinking people into these five little letters, and it's not a great thing when we supposed to be a fun-loving, accepting community fighting against homophobes. How dare we become, as Smack just said, I think when you do that, you suffer from some sort of internalized homophobia. So that is all. I'm gonna put everybody on the screen and we're gonna have a discussion, and I'm gonna give y'all some shocking information. Did y'all know kink is a part of our community? The K stands for kink.
I didn't know there was a K back there.
I didn't either. So what's the Z?
Zoobly Zoo.
But I thought kink was always a part of like the S&M and bondage scene.
The K is on the end of our community for some reason. Maybe it's just kinky gay people. I have no idea.
They already
Kinky
think we are.
LGBTQ
That's
plus.
quite a few letters. Kinky gay people.
Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations. They got I guess they got their star on the Walk of Fame. I mean,
oh God, right? Like,
come on down.
How do y'all feel about tonight? Did we learn something? Did you?
I learned
Yeah, I learned.
loads.
I didn't know it was more than that, but okay. Then I'll have to do my research.
I learned Tim was pansexual.
Right.
I learned Tim was pansexual too.
I have learned through this entire season that when Peach says it's going to be an easy show, she is absolutely lying.
Right.
I have nothing to drink.
That now means it's a setup.
It's a whole setup. It's a whole setup. Yeah, yeah. So next season, I'm just going to keep my bar stopped because I can already see where this is going.
Right.
So you know when in the future when Peirrce say that, whip out the Vaseline, put it all over your face, take the earrings off, pull out the Timbs.
Yeah.
Take all your good shit off because it's gonna be a fight.
And Smack don't make it no easier. I'm learning that
Right.
Smack is a troublemaker too. I'm learning that.
On the smooth tip. On the smooth tip.
Yeah, what she do is she slides the idea to Peach because she know Peach gonna throw it right out there. That's how these couples is working these days. You gotta watch these men. You know, the next time they ask, is there anybody who can say why these two should not be joined? One of y'all need to speak the hell up and say because they troublemakers. Y'all know I was with Chris Brown that day. I couldn't be there, but I would have been the one standing up saying because they troublemakers. That's why they don't need to be together because they keep setting us up on this show.
Oh, you wild as hell.
Make no sense.
Oh.
I stopped smoking weed and y'all gonna make me want to have a backflash.
Oh my God. You know, when we were talking about non-binary, why did what's the name husband? Rihanna husband popped in my mind when I thought about non-binary.
Oh wow.
ASAP Rocky?
ASAP Rocky, yeah.
I was like,
because with his hairstyle.
He ain't conforming to it. Damn, man. That's the Smiths. The whole Smith household, non-binary. We ain't identifying as nothing. Talk about so slap the piss out of you, but we ain't identifying as nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, non-binary. I know a couple of them on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
All right. So before I let the panel finish saying anything, if you are interested in coming to our holiday party, which Dre just reminded me, is December 13th at the Historical Society Museum in Wilmington, Delaware. Please go to imecorp.org. I did place the website inside the chat. It's going to be a great time. You get to meet some of these fabulous people that will attend. You get to be around family. You get to be around pansexuals. You get to be around bisexuals, lesbians, gays, whomever. Allies are definitely welcome in the building. Only people that aren't invited are homophobes. You will
Right.
get your ass kicked. Okay?
Yeah.
Do not show up.
I wish Ice would show up. All I'm gonna tell you is bring Trump with.
Oh Lord.
We taking all y'all asses out that.
With glitter.
Well, they can't have I because I's already taken.
Well, apparently so is the C and the E.
Wow. Gee.
Oh God. So do
They have
y'all
to-
want to share anything, panel?
Did you see Miss Champagne's last comment?
I did. That blessed me.
I love that.
I didn't get to see it.
She said, understanding is what brings me to this podcast. Y'all already helped me out. Thanks, y'all.
Oh,
you're quite welcome.
You're welcome.
you're quite welcome. Make sure you show back up next January. I can't even remember the date, but I will. Stay tuned for the flyers and go to the website, Champagne.
Cool.
I wish I kind of knew who that was. You need to
Champagne is
probably come up on the panel.
She's one of Zay and I's friends. Met her actually through Zay, and she is one of the coolest people I've met in my life. I don't take to a lot of people. Let me just throw that out there. But she and I click like day one. Like she is that chick that everybody needs in their corner. I promise you.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Is she an ally?
She's an ally. She's definitely
Okay.
Coming to the holiday party, we would love that.
Yeah, Payne,
Yeah,
come
that
get
would
dressed
be
up, girl. Get dressed up and cute. Zay and I will be there.
So we can meet her. So we'll be. I know I'm gonna be there.
I'm actually trying. I think my mother's coming. Actually, surprisingly, but I was
Oh
I was
wow.
talking to her about it, and she's always looking for something to dress up for. And I know my aunt put responded as interested on Facebook, which I was like, girl, what you know? I think she said she was at y'all the last year's, and I was like, I didn't even know y'all existed last year. So she know I fuck with damn.
Was she?
Yeah, like she's just like, you know, she's my aunt's one of those people. She's always down for a good time, and if you say like any entertainer she likes in Delaware, DJ or band or anything like that, she don't mind spending, you know, to support her cause. She's on it. And so she's phenomenal. And so I was telling my mom about this year. My mom was like, well, I want to go. And I was like, okay, well, get your ticket. You live right by there. Like, like, let's go. But yeah, it's definitely buzzing around. I spoke with artist Eunice LaFate about it because she's an ally. She actually wants, I think she's coming because she wants to actually sit with us to do a fundraiser. She has a whole like LGBTQ series of artwork.
Okay.
That she's definitely one of those people. Like, let's go, let's do a LGBT paint party. Let's do this, let's do that. And I was like, okay, well, mom, let's go. So you know, we're definitely I'm definitely been pushing, but I've been speaking with a lot of people in the downtown area community that I'm very close to. And but Eunice is, you know, she heard gala and a cause, and she was like, "Oh, how can I be a part?" And I was like, "Get a ticket." And then she said, "Well, let's go further. Let's do a paint night." She's from Jamaica, so I love her. But she's like, "Let's do a paint night. Let's do this. You know, let's put together a fundraiser. You know, I have my Art for a Cause fundraiser." So I was like, okay, talk, get your ticket and talk to Peach or Smack. One of them two will help you get in the right direction, baby. Trust me. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited.
All right. All right. This is gonna be an interesting holiday party.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I actually get to come and enjoy the party, so I'm definitely going to be there.
All right.
And I just met somebody new, and they're watching the podcast for the first time tonight.
Hey.
And maybe they'll be with me for the Christmas party.
All right.
All right now, that's what I'm
Let
talking
me
about.
find out. That's
All
why you
right.
over there glowing.
How they feel about your new identity?
I said that's why you over there glowing tonight.
No, I actually found a light. I was telling Peirrce that I got proper lighting up in here tonight. I'm not in the dark no more, bro.
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be there regardless whether I have a +1 or not. But it's gonna be nice just to bust it up and enjoy myself with everybody and not be working.
Definitely excited.
Okay.
Trying to
So
figure out where this time.
to the audience, we are going live 6 p.m. the board on Sunday to discuss the holiday gala and to discuss who are our final nominees for our awards. And then those people will show up and they will receive them on December 13th.
All
So
right.
I'm excited. I'm getting excited. And
Nice.
yeah, I can't wait. So this was our season finale.
Wow.
Yes.
What a season.
And y'all still have your brain cells, right?
Very little. very little.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I have them.
So glad I'm done with education soon, because come off of this panel and then go in the next day to teach has been oof. I said, Lord, it's either the panel or education. And the Lord said, education. I said, thank you so much.
All right, are we ready to end, or we still have much to discuss?
Nah, I'm all right.
My boo boo
right.
here. I'm talking about you finished.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, with that being said, everybody please go to imecorp.org. Please subscribe. Stay tuned because we'll be back next season. I guess we'll be talking about the fur community and much more. Get your holiday tickets, please, because I think it's a week before we shut them down because we got to have that head count. Don't miss Best Kept Soul. They will be there live performing. Come out in your best. If you don't want to wear a suit and gown, that's fine. That's up to you. But I'm coming fabulous. So come as you are. We love you. It's free food, food with your ticket, a free gift, everything. And most importantly, family. So with that being said, y'all have a good night and we'll see y'all
Right.
next season.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your holidays.
Season 2 uploading.